Folks, welcome back to This is Africa, Season 5, what you've all been waiting for. Before we get into the episodes, I've got a few housekeeping rules for you, a few announcements that some of you are going to be very happy about. Swift bullets are officially available in Africa. You can pick them up in Namibia. If you look at the bottom of the screen, here's the contact details. What's available is the 6mm Sirocco's. So the Sirocco's are for the plains game, thinner skinned, non-dangerous game animals. They still hold together really well, much like the A-frame, but just designed more for plains game. They do a great job. They don't destroy the meat, which is great for all the meat hunters out there. There's 6mm available, 6.5mm, and 308 all in Sirocco's, and then there's A-frame in 375. So you got your 375 A-frame for your dangerous game, buffalo and all that jazz. You'd all know about the A-frame. So yes, those are all available in South Africa. The bullet heads, not the manufactured ammunition. So, but the same guys have also got the brass. So get hold of them. You can see the details at the bottom of the screen right now. Then next thing, Ultranexus out of South Africa. Guys, these guys are amazing. They've got all the pulsar goods, which are incredible. I've been using them in the field this past season, and let me tell you, pulsar goods are a game changer. Those thermal optics, infrared, you know, all the nighttime optics from pulsar, incredible stuff. I mean, you won't believe it. It's a real game changer in the hunting world. So yeah, definitely check them out. They also now, Ultranexus are also now stocking Havilon knives. If you haven't used a Havilon knife for skinning game, you have to try it out. They are incredible, and they have interchangeable blades. So you buy one and it lasts forever. Change the blade, keep going. Just be careful, they're really sharp. But yeah, have a look at the Havilon knives as well with Ultranexus. If you happen to be in South Africa at the moment, please come and visit me. I will be at the Huntex convention with Ultranexus in Johannesburg. I'll have a couple of t-shirts for sale. Be nice to chat to some of the fans, meet some of the people that have supported the show over the years. And obviously you can come and check out the Ultranexus's pulsar goods, Havilon knives, hearing protection, all the stuff you're going to need for your hunts is there at Ultranexus. And then finally, we have the Rivergod Adventures. Now, folks, if you've ever been to the Zambezi River here in Zimbabwe, in the north, you will know it is one magnificent river, world-renowned in fact. So the Rivergod Adventures is basically a floating houseboat that floats for 7 to 10 days down the river. You catch tigerfish like you cannot believe. There's a chef on board. There's a private guide for walking safaris in world-renowned Marnapools National Park. Rivergod Adventures, guys, this is one of the coolest adventures you can ever have in Africa. So whether you're coming for a trip to hunt in Africa and you want to make a side trip on the Rivergod, or you're living here in Africa and you just never heard of the Rivergod, this is the time to check them out. They are amazing. You can also see their details at the bottom of the screen right now. So folks, those are our new sponsors. Thanks to them, and we cannot wait for season 5. Here it is, let's play. Welcome back to another enthralling episode of This is Africa. You and I will be testing the waters along the wild banks of the Luangwa River for hippopotamus and crocodile, all whilst hunting for the king of the jungle, the African lion. Folks, this is going to be exciting. You don't want to miss it. Get comfortable. Let's play.
Swift Bullet Company presents This is Africa.
So, funny story. The boys were landing in Joburg and they decided to look for their luggage, and Footy, who's a good friend of Matt's, his luggage didn't arrive. So then Matt went to go and look for the luggage at security, and apparently there was a mishap in Footy losing Matt's uncle, and then there was chaos in trying to find him, and in that chaos they lost their flight. So now they spent tonight in Johannesburg, and luckily, thanks to Valerio, they managed to delay the flight with the charter, and now they're coming in. Uncle Gary, come give me a hug. How you doing, big guy?
Good.
Good, man. Why'd they lose you in the airport?
What?
Why'd they lose you?
Why did they use me?
Lose you. They lost you.
I lost my hearing when I was in the service at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. And I was in the trenches assisting people to shoot with no hearing protection for 3 or 4 weeks. When I got done shooting, my ears rung for another 3 or 4 weeks, and eventually it went away, but it took my hearing with it.
His hearing is terrible. But, I mean, as far as his eyesight goes, you'll never find somebody with better eyesight than him. I mean, he's very good with guns. His precision is unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, he's 83, still going at it. I had said, hey, I'm gonna go to Zambia for a lion. And you could see his interest peaked. And he said, well, that's the first place I went to Africa. And I think it was 83, I'm guessing. And he said, I'd really like to go if I could.
And when he said he was going over to the Luangwa Valley, I wasn't going to go. And then I said, okay, I'll go. I mean, I love Africa. Everything about Africa is intriguing.
Okay, so he's gone down now. The ear,
Yeah.
just in front of the ear, and an inch low. So 1 inch in front of the ear and an inch down. So the hippo obviously knows something's going on, so he just keeps going up and down. And sadly for Uncle Gary, it's not going to be very easy to get a shot because it's very quick that he's coming up and down. Otherwise we could be here all day. Yeah, that's it.
This is nerve-wracking. I want him to come out of the water.
Yes, he's the one on the right. You see the one that just came up? The one to the right of that. That's the one, but he's too low. He's just turned broadside. Can you see? The third one with the biggest head. Broadside.
Is that the one?
That's the one, but he's too low.
Yeah. Tell me when it's high enough.
I will.
Those are his ears. I can see his ears sticking up.
He's looking to the right, eh?
Yeah.
He's just lifted his nose up.
Yeah. Now he went down.
Yes. Persistence pays off. Yeah, he's just come up again. He's just gone under. Yes. The one that just came up.
Yep.
The,
Is that one there?
bumped his head.
In the middle.
Yes.
Not high enough.
No.
Right.
See, the female's lifting its tail.
Third one in. Is it all right to shoot then?
Shoot under the ear. When you get, wait.
Right now?
No, not now. He's facing you in the wrong angle.
Okay, well you gotta tell me then. I'll keep an
Lift your
eye.
arm. Okay, get ready.
Yeah.
Have a look. If he turns broadside, you take him. Wait. I didn't see what happened. I saw it come up. I don't know if it's the right one. The right one.
All's well that ends well though. And I love that rifle I was shooting, that 416.
This is Africa is brought to you by African Sporting Creations.
I hunt for escape.
I hunt for conservation.
I hunt for tradition.
I hunt for empowerment.
I hunt for the challenge.
I hunt for the adventure.
And I hunt
For
me.
The bullet, the least expensive, most important part of your hunt. It's the only contact you have with the animal. Swift bonded core technology provides great accuracy, controlled expansion, high weight retention, and deadly terminal performance. Swift A-frame, Scirocco, and the new breakaway solid. All bullets without equal. Available in components and loaded ammunition. Contact swiftbullets.com for product availability.
This is Africa is brought to you by the Houston Safari Club Foundation.
The Luangwa River in Zambia has long been recognized for its grand population of both hippopotamus and the sneaky old crocodilian. Since the first time I ever visited the Luangwa River to hunt many years ago, I've always been fascinated by the relationship between the humans, the river, and the hippos and crocodiles, and this time was no different. I just thought I'd get a little more involved.
Andrew! Andrew!
Andy, what's cutting, but
Fetching the hippo, Zambia style. This is my new speedboat. Made in America.
It's even named.
serious people never win. That's what's written on the side.
It's amazing how fearless these guys are of crocodiles. He's way in the water, this guy, and he is not afraid at all.
But not only did he get in the boat, he gets out of the boat and is in the river with crocs, with a bleeding hippo everywhere.
So from what I've gathered, we are just... It's getting deep. Yes. Oh. Tamang.
Crazy. Not $1 million, I wouldn't even go in there. Oof.
Now, normally in the Zambezi River you would not do this, but the Luangwa for some reason is different. Crocodiles are friendly here. We're in the deep section of water here, so they're gonna pull it with the boat.
The first thing I like to look for when looking for a big hippo bull is these big lumps that stick out on the top of the ridge of the nose. Normally that's a first sign of being a bull. And then if you start watching the pod, and obviously you can see the size difference, and then as you've seen in the video, you'll see the females every now and again will come up and flick their tail in front of them. That's a definite sign that it's the big dominant male in the pod. But the one key thing that I find is if you walk up to a pod and nothing stands out, walk away. Otherwise you start trying to convince yourself there is a big bull, and then a big cow turns into a big bull. So yeah, this big lump here, and obviously a very broad nose. And unless they yawn, you won't see the teeth. It's just the top of the head as you've seen in the video. So that's the go-to. So even aquatics, hippo, crocodiles, they still get ticks. And this one is obviously from when he's been feeding out at night, and they pick them up. And they tend to normally go around the ears, because obviously they're not submerged the whole time. See here, because the ears are mostly out the water, so they're not submerged the whole time.
Mr. Gary, you did your first hunt here in Luangwa many years ago, and congratulations, sir. I think a great way to finish your safari career. So a big.
I started here, I'm going to end here.
Yeah,
That's it.
exactly.
We all enjoyed the process. We have a lot of meat here now, so we're going to see what kind of cats we can get on bait. So this is
Hope
the
you
beginning.
get a lion
and,
one soon.
let's do it, boys.
Yeah.
There's a lot to leopard hunting and lion hunting. I mean, you have to go shoot your bait. You have to hang your bait in specific spots. You have to find where the big males are. You got to find the tracks. You got to try to block them off. You're always trying to one-up them.
Clearing for the bait. Okay, so apparently there's 2 big male lions that are moving in this big valley. The blind will be in that tree line just past this little open grassy area.
This is Africa is brought to you by Riton Optics. This is Africa is brought to you by Swift Bullet Company.
I've decided to put a bait here. I've chosen here because if the lions feed, hopefully they'll come back in earlier, because there's a bit of a thicket behind us and a little ridge which they'll probably go and sleep up on. So hopefully we get them in earlier before dark.
I mean, we're like brothers, York and I, Gito and Sonny Boy. They're the same way. I mean, they put their passion into it. You can see the passion they have for it. I mean, you're always laughing and smiling, and of course, playing games. I knew he was up to no good. He was quiet. We're one big family for sure.
So we've just put this branch up here so that we have a 2-in-1 bait for leopard and lion. So you take advantage of the meat that you have. And then the leopard will come up and then sit on here and start feeding, and then the blind will be across this little valley.
But it's a total team effort from the time I arrive, we hang baits, putting all the guts and everything all over the base of the tree for scent. It's a total team effort. From the time that you book the hunt all the way to the time you harvest the cat.
We just got a report from some game scouts over the radio that they have found a big lion on one of the other baits by the lagoon. So we're holding on for dear life. And we got about a 2-hour drive, but hopefully it'll be worth it. Let's see what comes of this.
It's a nice lion, got beautiful mane. Typical Zambezi Valley cat, you know what I mean? They're not going to be like that South African.
Oh, no, 100%.
Yeah.
It's a wild lion.
Exactly. Okay, well, from pictures it looks like a very nice lion.
Come from this way, going this way.
So he came from that side. He's gone out that way. Okay. Okay, so we've moved our baits, just there's no walk in sight. So now we've changed it so that we can walk in the morning if he doesn't come tonight. So much better.
The boys are busy building the blind. York is busy preparing a path. It's called a walk-in path because if the lion does not come tonight, we will have to be in here early tomorrow morning. So we'll have to come in from behind with the wind right, walking along this path quietly so that the lion cannot see us. Get into the blind and then wait for the sun to come up. And if the lion is still there, we'll take our chances, but hopefully he comes in tonight. If not, we've got a plan B. This is what we do. Folks, I'm so excited. It's time.
We drove into a certain point on the road, and then York thought the best plan was to walk in the dark. And we're walking up the road in the pitch dark, and then you hear the lion roar. And you're just like, well, this is gonna get interesting. To know the power of that animal, you can feel the hair on the back of your neck stand up.
We sat yesterday, nothing came in. And this morning we did a very early walk in the dark. Snuck into the blind, but he never came back, just some hyenas. So we'll give him a couple of days, we'll see when he comes back and then make a plan from there.
The way he just came over and he's eaten quite a chunk. So, gonna see which way he went out.
So when we left here at 6:30 yesterday evening, he came in like 20 minutes later.
At a young age, I'd go with my dad to safari club meetings. You'd look around and you'd say, oh wow, man, I'd love to hunt one of those someday. And I learned all the animals at a very young age. And I'd just look and I'd say, wow, maybe someday I'll hunt that. And it's just, I always dreamt of a lion hunt. I feel like it's king of the jungle, it's the top dog.
This is Africa is brought to you by Pulsar.
Houston Safari Club Foundation. Our mission to preserve the sport of hunting through education, conservation, and the promotion of our hunting heritage. Each year we provide outdoor experiences and education for hundreds of high school students. We've proudly awarded $2.4 million in scholarships and funded over $4 million in grants. We exist to serve the hunting and conservation community. We are the Houston Safari Club Foundation. Learn more and join today at wehuntwegive.org.
This is Africa is brought to you by Swift Bullet Company.
This is our second early morning walk-in. But this cat keeps coming, leaving the bedside like 20 minutes before the sun comes up. Anyway, we keep trying. He'll make a mistake sooner or later.
So this lion's obviously coming in the dark and he's leaving before sunrise. Today he left at 4:10 this morning. We heard him walking in at 5:10, but he was obviously some distance away from the bed. So there's an option to track, but we're nervous that if we do bump him, because he does look spooky already on the camera. Like he takes off, he runs away from the tree every time. So if we do bump him, we're scared that maybe he won't come back to the bait again. So we're just gonna see what the plan is. And the wind is terrible. The last 3 days it's been all over the show.
And we're gonna leave Uncle Gary here for bait. Right, Uncle Gary? Right?
You gotta come.
And then you get in that blind and you're in the anticipation. There's so many factors that are built into it. It's just, I love it. It's unbelievable.
Reload, reload, reload. Can you see his shoulder?
Give me a hug.
You got him, buddy.
We did it.
Andy?
Congratulations, buddy.
You smoked him. You'll see in the video, he walked across straight past the bait, came into this tree behind me and started urinating and marking his territory. And then he came back out into this opening and he presented Matt with a quartering shot. And Matt literally poleaxed him in the spot. Exactly where I asked him to put it. Hold on.
Give me a hug. Strong work, my friend. Yes. That's a beautiful.
Maddie, that's a beautiful lion, buddy.
Crazy how much work goes into it. Blinds, planning, looking at video. I just can't thank these guys enough. It's awesome. It's crazy. It's surreal. I've been dreaming of this day forever. A lot of emotions. I mean, obviously I thank God, because without him we would have none of this. And just the animal itself for, you know, sacrificing his life. I mean, now there'll be other males that will move in. The gene pool gets much better just with an older one out. Allows the younger ones into the pride. And I mean, it's just a whirlwind. I mean, you see so much diversity, you see a lot of people in their elements as far as how they live off the land. It's just fantastic. I mean, it's just great to come over here and see all the way that people are so friendly. You know, it's like they take you into their home and make you one of them.
So much respect and appreciation shown for this amazing animal. Folks, that's the way it's supposed to be. If you've ever dreamed of hunting in Africa, please don't hesitate, get hold of me. This is what I do. www.tia5.com. Until next time, folks, we'll see you next week right here on This is Africa.
Next time on This is Africa, Andy and his group of hunters discover a magical lagoon in the heart of the forest that reveals many secrets during their quest for one of Africa's finest treasures.